Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. And yeah, I know my beard, it's getting a little bit out of control. But I just want to thank you for being here and supporting the channel every single week. As you know, every Monday I'm releasing new content that's going to motivate, inspire you, talk about social topics, and just keep you on your P's and Q's. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell so you can get that notification chime so you know when I release new videos every week. And as always, comment on what you see and what you enjoy. I want to thank you for supporting last week's release. It's a piece that I wrote and produced that came from a place of pain and real anguish of what America's going through in the shadow of the murder of George Floyd. And what you're about to see right now is a special expose that was done on the piece featuring myself and the poem on KTLA News Los Angeles on their award-winning series called Breaking Bias. And here you're going to see a candid interview with me discussing the poem and discussing my inspiration for this piece and what it means to me. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for being here every single week, and I'll see you guys next week.
It hopes to help bridge the gap of our nation's racial divide. Back in 2016, KTLA 5 News aired an award-winning month-long series called Breaking Bias.
Committed to the ongoing conversation for true change, equality, and justice, tonight we are bringing back the segment. And now, Chris Schaubel with a poet's powerful words.
Shops have been looted in a sixth night of unrest across the United States.
Anything but quiet tonight, with more peaceful protests, but
Is it really not enough when the rubber bullets fly? When the world is enraged from watching a black man die, gasping for breath, and the man says, "I can't breathe," with his esophageal tube collapsed under a man's knee. I was very meticulous in terms of what language I used. I knew that if I was going to put something out into the ether, it needed to be something that was sort of unifying, but also something that exuded grief and real grievance for what we're going through, and pain and anguish. It came from a real place of fury. It came from a real place of disgust and revolt, you know, not just for the fact that Mr. Floyd was murdered, but just how it was handled at the highest levels of government. And it was exasperating. Where is the leadership? Where is the fight? 4 days to be arrested for murdering a man in plain sight.
With his poetic pleas, moving messages, and poignant imagery, filmmaker David Bianchi hopes his spoken word film, I Can't Breathe, will start a new narrative.
There is something about the poetic verse that connects to the heart. Me and my director, Ryan LeMasters, we decided that doing it from a place of pain and from a place of frustration and anguish would communicate better to an audience rather than, you know, the typical angry man of color. Do I look infected to you because I'm not white? Do you see me as evil without blue eyes in my sight? Am I not human? Do I not walk upright? So why do you beat me? Why do you shame me? Why do you draw your weapons on sight? Police, get your hands in
The poet, who recalls his own racist encounters from as young as second grade, sheds light on the internal effects of those experiences.
When you have that experience, it creates an emotional and physiological trauma. And so there is a sort of invisible PTSD that's associated with this. So there's more than just about police brutality. It's about a fight for equality. Did it maybe occur to you that our hearts are broken? That we're tired of being hurt and our culture not moving forward?
To break bias, Bianchi believes communication is fundamental, but encourages you to first have the tough conversation with yourself.
So if your conscience is speaking to you, I invite you to look around and say, what can I do to make this world a better place?
And that is it for the news at 10.
If you like what you saw, don't forget to subscribe, check out these 2 windows, and then hop onto this playlist and see some more spoken word films that are going to motivate you and inspire you, or go down to this leadership channel and get messages that are going to lift you up. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel.